This is lesson 9, multi-step equations. We can see the instructions are the same. It says to solve, and we know solve means to get the letter by itself. And remember, we do this in order to determine the value of x that makes the left side equal the right side, makes the equation true. Now these questions are called multi-step because it's going to take more than 2 steps to get the answer. And I can see that for my left side, right side. Remember the first lesson we taught these, I said we have a left side and a right side. So there's the imaginary dotted line. So on my left side, I have an x, and on my right side, I also have an x. So this is the first time we're seeing this. And how you take care of these questions is we want to get all the x's on the same side. So right now I have a 5x on my left, and I have a 3x on my right. And I need to move this 3x over to the same side as the 5x. Well, I can do that by doing the opposite operations. So this is a positive 3x. The opposite is negative 3x. If I do that, we know that this is going to go to 0. But we also know whatever I do on one side of the equation, I have to do to the other. And so what happens is I'm going to end up getting 5x minus 3x on this side, and this goes to 0. Now what about that 12? I don't want the 12 here because this is a constant. It doesn't have an x with it. I want this to go on the other side and to be with this negative 8, it's also a constant. So I do the same thing. What's the opposite of plus 12? Minus 12. And then I have to do the same on this side to keep the equations balanced. This goes to 0. So that means I don't have to write down the 12 on my left side because it's gone. And on my right side, I have negative 8 minus 12. Now that looks, it's the same thing we've been doing, but all of this right here looks kind of confusing and messy. So let's see if we can get a simpler way to do this. What if, let's take a look first at this 12. Notice that the plus 12, right, that has a positive sign. Notice that once it crosses that equal sign, so that special imaginary line there, once it crosses it, it turned into a negative 12. It changed to the opposite sign. And this 3x, when it traveled over, it also changed to the opposite sign. So we can use that to help us instead of having to draw these circles and the little numbers underneath. And so we're going to write a little rhyme to help us. Cross the line, and when I say line, we're talking about the equals, right? Cross the line, change the sign. Okay, let's try this again and see if it works. I'm just going to erase all this. So we'll try it again and see if it works. Let's see. So I want to leave the 5x where it's at, and the 3x is going to come over. So it's crossing the line. The equal sign is the line. So cross the line, so the positive 3x becomes negative 3x. Put your equals. And on my right side, negative 8 is there. So I'm going to leave negative 8. Now positive 12 has to come over. Once it crosses over, though, that's got to change to a negative 12. Okay, and we have the same thing we had from before when I did all the circling. So that's something we can use today to make our lives a little easier. Now we have to evaluate on the left. 5 minus 3 is 2x. Evaluate on the right. Negative 8 minus 12 is negative 20. And we're down to that last step that we practiced in lesson 8, where how do I get rid of a times 2? I do the opposite, divide 2. Whatever you do to one side, do to the other. So 2 goes into 2 once, I'm left with x, and we divide on the right. Negative 20 divided by 2 is a negative 10. All right, let's check out number 2. So I have an 8x right here on my left, and I have a 5x on my right, and I want to bring that 5x over to the other side. So I'll leave the 8x. When the 5x comes over, it changes sign, cross the line, changes sign to a negative 5x. Put your equals. 21 is already where I want it to be, so let's leave it. But this subtract 3, this negative 3, I don't want it here. I need it to be with the 21 because they're both constants. So that negative 3 is going to come over, and then when it comes over across the line, change the sign to a positive 3. And then we just solve each side. 8 minus 5 is a 3x. 21 plus 3 is 24. And then that last step, we got to get rid of times 3, so the opposite is divide 3. Whatever I do to one side, we do to the other. 3 goes into 3 once, so I'm left with x equals 24 divided by 3 is 8. All right, let's take a look at the next one. This next question, I have the 7 out front and the negative 3x second. Now that's okay. I want this negative 3x to stay. So I'm going to write that first. Because remember, I want my letters to be on the left. They're easier to work with. So this negative 4x is going to come over and cross the line, change the sign to a positive 4x. Okay, put your equals. The negative 8 is going to stay where it's at. This 7 has to come over, but I don't know the sign on the 7. It's not this negative, that's stuck with the 3. So we have to look in front, and so if there's no sign, we know it's a positive. So the positive 7 is going to come over the line, crosses the line, becomes negative 7. Let's go ahead now and evaluate. Negative 3 plus 4 is 1x, and we know we don't have to write that 1 there. And then we'll solve negative 8 minus 7, which is negative 15. So we know this is just x equals negative 15. All right, looking good. Okay, let's look at number 4. Well, that's interesting. I only have a 10 on this side. There's no letters there. So let's look on my right. On my right, I have a 4x and a negative 7x. I'm keeping them together, keeping them on this side, but I want to get rid of the 7. I need to put it over with the 10. So the 10 will stay where it's at. If this plus 7 comes over, it's going to cross the line, change the sign to a negative 7. So we have our x's on the right this time. That's okay. We've done that before. So we'll evaluate. 10 minus 7 gives us 3. 4x minus 7x, so 4 minus 7 is a negative 3x. And now we have to decide, what do we divide by? So we know we look to the term where x is. I'm timesing by a negative 3, so the opposite is to divide by negative 3. Whatever I do to one side, I do to the other. So negative 3 goes into negative 3 one time, and I'm left with 1x. And on my other side, 3 divided by negative 3 is a negative 1. And I'm just going to go ahead. I was about to circle it, but I like to switch it back. Whoops, my 1 disappeared. I like to switch it back so the x is on the left. And there's my final answer. Okay, look at number 5. Number 5 has an x on both sides, but now we have brackets. So we have to get rid of those brackets first, and we're going to do that by expanding. So you're going to start by multiplying. 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 3 is 6. Remember this lesson we did in distributive property? Expanding. All right, on my right side, it's just 3 minus x. We keep it. And now number 5 looks like a question like numbers 1, 2, 3. We did above. So we're just going to do the same thing. So I'm going to ask you to put it on pause. Do it on your own and come on back and see if you have the same as me. All right, I'm going to leave the 2x where it is. The negative x, I want to come over to the other side. So it's going to cross the line and become a positive x. Remember, cross the line, change the sign. On my right, I have 3. I want to leave that where it's at. On my left, I have positive 6. So positive 6 is going to come over, across the line, changes to a negative 6. Okay, we need to take care of our adding here. So we got 2 plus 1. That gives me 3x. And then on my right, 3 minus 6 is a negative 3. And now I need to get rid of this times 3 so I can get x by itself. And the opposite of times 3 is divide 3, both sides. So 3 goes into 3 once, and I'm left with 1x, but we don't need to write that 1. And negative 3 divided by 3 gives me a negative 1. Okay, if you're feeling brave, go ahead, try 6 on your own by pausing the video. If you're not too sure, you can stick with me. So we're going to multiply. 3 times x. Because remember, if we have brackets, we got to get rid of those brackets. So 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 6 is positive 18. Put your equals. And now we do it again. 2 times x is 2x. 2 times negative 1 is a negative 2. All right, we're back to a question like we started with number 1. So I want all my x's on the same side. I'm going to leave my 3x where it's at. My 2x comes over, cross the line, change the sign to a negative 2x. On my right side, I'm going to leave that negative 2. I have a positive 18. I'm going to cross the line, change the sign to a negative 18. And then we're going to go ahead and evaluate each side. So on my left side, 3 minus 2 is 1x. We don't have to write the 1. And on my right side, negative 2 minus 18 is a negative 20. And we don't even have to divide for this question because x is only being multiplied by 1. Okay, that leads to the end of the note. Let's take a look what you have to do on the worksheet. So we see here our multi-step equation worksheet. You're responsible for all the questions. When you get to question 5, there's brackets to deal with, and the answers are at the bottom. So there's only 8 questions for you to do. Okay, so if you're struggling to match the answers, send me a message on Edsby and I can help you out with it. Otherwise, have a great day.